This lawn area, well, plus the little area left, used to be all my garden when we first lived here, when we were a family of four. It ran from the laneway along here and over to the little ditch there. There's a big tall spruce tree in the corner that was planted on the row next to the garden, just 1 foot high, and now it's tremendously tall. So we had a garden in this full length, potatoes too, for many years until both boys were off to university. Then, when we were a family of two, I uh, divided it in about the middle and just had like half the garden and still had plenty. And that included the potatoes. And so we carried on like that for some years. Then, when my husband died, uh, I cut back at the area again to about here. So I had from here to where the grass ends, starts there. And then I found that more than I needed. So we put in grass sod here. And this area here then is my little garden. And this year it's becoming smaller because the back end behind the uh, rototiller is going to be let grow in grass. And I'll just have 4 short rows at the front here where I will have 2 tomato plants, 2 pepper plants, some beans, carrots, onions, lettuce, and 1 row still of gladiola bulbs and 1 row of potatoes. So this is going to be my small garden and probably my last one I'll have. Trees and shrubs have changed over the years, of course, too, but this was a garden area. A flower, forget the name of it, all the way along here I planted the bulbs and dug them out in the fall, which was rather too much. I had dahlias and I had that other one where this pine tree is. This is where the uh, garden ended because the little tree was put on the corner and now it's big. After the boys were gone away, I had peonies along the center first, and then I changed that when I extended it, and I just made this flower bed here. Peonies are ready to bloom. Some irises here are in nice bloom. And that will be it. A lilac tree that was at the corner of the house got too big. It's starting to grow down there near the end. We'll see if it comes. This flower bed here was beautiful with tulips in the center and daffodils around both sides. But now they're past that time and we have this little flower here in bloom among the grass. After we lived here, Clarence decided he'd like to see some flowers around 2 sides of the house. We decided to have spirea. One thing about the roses is they smell very sweet. Even though the wild roses, this is very sweet smelling one. Its flowers are always changing from time to time anyway. So that's about my garden history.